This is Economy Watch, what you need to know about New Zealand's economic life today. Brought to you by interest.co.nz.
Kia ora, and welcome to Tuesday's Economy Watch, where we follow the economic events and trends that affect New Zealand. I'm David Chaston, and this is the international edition from interest.co.nz, and today we lead with news of mostly second-tier indicators. And that is because it is a public holiday in the US, Memorial Day, and financial markets are closed there. It is probably good that business is closed there for one major commercial real estate investor. Starwood Real Estate Income Trust has had to limit the amount of money that investors can redeem in the fund in an attempt to fend off a cash crunch as high interest rates hurt the market for commercial properties such as office buildings. And they aren't the only REIT facing a liquidity crisis. With interest rates rising again, the tide is going out on these types of investments. In Japan, yields for their 10-year government bond rose above 1%, its highest level in 12 years. This came as the Bank of Japan governor said they need to re-anchor inflation expectations and warned that estimating the neutral rate of interest accurately there is challenging. Meanwhile, a deputy said the end of the battle against deflation was in sight, adding that wages are likely to continue increasing there. And despite the punishment grip imposed by China for voting for a candidate Beijing doesn't approve, consumer sentiment in Taiwan actually rose in May and by more than as usual. However, to be fair, the rise is just back to normal levels after their recent election. And China released industrial profit data yesterday for April, and although this came in almost 14% higher than April 2023, it is a very low base that enhances the apparent performance. Compared with April 2022, these profits are actually down 17%. In Germany, their closely watched IFO Business Climate Indicator was steady at 89.3 in May, the same as the downward revised 89.3 in April, but both were well below the forecast of 90.4. And we should probably note again that the local carbon price hit another new recent low yesterday, now under 45 New Zealand dollars a New Zealand unit. You may recall that the last government auction price was fixed in March at $64 a tonne, and that was after a series of failed official events when nothing sold. The US Treasury 10-year yield is now at 4.46% and down 1 basis point from yesterday. And the price of gold will start today up $21 at $2,354 an ounce. And oil prices are up $1 at just over $78.50 a barrel in the US, while the international Brent price is now just over $82.50 a barrel. And the Kiwi dollar starts today up a quarter cent from yesterday at just on 61.5 US cents. Against the Aussie, we're unchanged at 92.4 Australian cents. Against the euro, marginally firmer at 56.6 euro cents. That all means our trade-weighted index starts today at just over 70.7, which is up 15 basis points from yesterday. And the Bitcoin price starts today at $70,052 and up 3.4% from yesterday. Volatility over the past 24 hours, however, has remained modest, just on plus or minus 1.7%. You can find links to the articles mentioned today in our show notes. If you value this report and want to ensure it is available in the future, we ask you to go on to interest.co.nz and show that support by clicking on the Become a Supporter button at the top of any page. You can get more news affecting the economy in New Zealand from interest.co.nz. Kia ora, I'm David Chaston, and we'll do this again tomorrow.